Doo-doo-doo. All hail the Emperor of all dragons. Get it? Imperial Emperor? Take my money! Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new, and if you're new, please subscribe, like this video, share this video, and leave a comment. And in this episode of Is It Worth Buying, we are going to break down whether Imperial Dragon is worth buying, especially these days that we're already finished with Superking and the Season 6 Beyblades are gonna come out. Is this still worth buying? If you're new to my channel, these series of videos where we break down whether a Beyblade is worth buying, basically to help people with their Beyblade budget. So let's start. Two parts. Right off the bat, this is one of the 5 GT Beyblades. 5. That's my favorite. They came up with GT. They really came up with unique system of Beyblades. On the later part, when it was gonna end, they gave us Master Diabolos, which is a flippable layer and has a disc and driver combined, which is Generate. And then they gave us the 3 Mugen system base that are unburstable infinite lock systems. And then they added the Big Bang armor to make them even more unburstable. They also gave us a layer that evolves and becomes, awakened, as bound mode and awakened mode. So yeah, and electric drivers. So in GT, they pretty much gave us a lot of Beyblade engineering and creativity. I can't say the same with Superking. Pretty much all of the Beyblades that came out were similar somehow. I think it was just the limit break system that was different. So all of the Superking Beyblades had single chassis or double chassis system, and separate gimmicks for the layers like metal, rubber, etc. So yeah, Ignition Dash. It's a dash driver, but you can't really push it down because it doesn't have that white nub underneath. It's a disc and driver combined. Really competitive. This is used mostly in defense stamina hybrid combos. And the Imperial layer is really good for attacks. Has pretty decent stamina for an attack layer. Is usually used with Destroy Dash. The only problem with this is the teeth are less elevated than the driver locks of the layer. So yeah, its burst resistance is very low. Even with this on it, this easily bursts. So yeah, they use this with a Destroy Dash most of the time, just to lower it, and then just gives the initial attacks before it bursts, So putting them together, it's quite a tall Beyblade. It reminds me of the Tower of Karen, Karen the cat in Dragon Ball, where Goku gets the magic beans. It's kind of shaped like that, but it's really cool looking. It's the only downside in the appearance for me is the chip. I always want a symmetrical design, but I can overlook it. It's part of my top 5 favorite GT Beyblades just because of all of the engineering that was put to this and the gimmick. These gold parts right here can move to show the different awakenings levels, and these are rubber. So yeah, very very good Beyblade. Like, they really spent some money and time and effort in developing this. These have batteries, so if it runs out, you have to unscrew this and then change the batteries. I'll just show off the evolutions of Dragon, minus Rock Dragon and Grand Dragon. So yeah, this is still the widest. This is more round, but if I were to choose which is engineering wise or gimmick wise better, I would still choose this. Tempest Dragon is okay, it's competitive, don't get me wrong, it's really nice, but in terms of the gimmick of the layer, this gets the bag. Now let's go to the verdict. Is Tempest Dragon still worth buying? If you're a collector and an anime fan, then yes, because this is Drum's GT Beyblade, the final evolution in GT. If you are into competitive parts, the cheapest way for you to get an electric driver, I mean, you can use hybrid, but that would be in a more expensive pack. It's going to be available on the GT custom set, which is more expensive. So this is the cheaper way to get an electric driver. So if your 5G deck requires you to need to use this, then definitely for this alone, this is worth buying. For this alone. And if you still believe that you can use a layer like this against Superking Beyblades, if you can make a combo, an attacking combo with this against the current meta, then by all means I would recommend this. It's worth buying. Now if you have a tight budget, this as a solo booster is on the pricey side. There are other options. If we're just going to focus on GT, there are other options. If you're going to focus on Superking Beyblades, there are far more cheaper options that are better than this. If this isn't part of your game plan, electric driver, then yeah, I would not recommend this. It is not worth buying if you have a limited budget, because there are cheaper and better Beyblades. So that's it for this episode of Is It Worth Buying? Hope I was able to help you with your Bey budget. If you, for all your Beyblade needs, just look at the description down below. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, join my Facebook group. All the links in the description down below. And see you in the next video. Bye.